Okay, so we're diving into some pretty heavy stuff today.
Yeah.
It's the allegations surrounding Diddy and these freak-off parties that have been making headlines.
Right.
And, I mean, even for anyone who follows, the music industry and kind of the behind-the-scenes stuff,
Yeah.
this has been pretty shocking.
It's something else.
So we're going to try to unpack all this.
For sure.
But I think it's important to point out right off the bat that this isn't just about Diddy.
Right.
We're also talking about some other big names
Yeah.
allegedly tied to this. Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, even Will Smith.
That's right.
So our goal in this deep dive is to really look at everything we have.
Exactly.
The allegations, any evidence that supports those, and try to understand the bigger picture here. Like,
Absolutely.
what does this say about the culture, about power dynamics?
It's a lot to unpack.
It is. So to start, for those who have been following every single headline,
Yeah.
can you kind of lay out exactly what these allegations are?
Sure. So basically, several of Diddy's former employees have come forward with some pretty disturbing claims
Okay.
about these parties that he allegedly hosted called freak-off parties?
And just to be clear, these aren't just like your average run-of-the-mill parties, right?
No, not at all. The allegations are that these parties involve what they're calling sex slave experiences.
Whoa. Okay. So we're talking about some serious stuff here. That's not just like, a wild night out. That's
No, this is serious. This is potential criminal behavior.
right. And I mean, that's what makes this whole thing so explosive. These aren't just like rumors.
Right.
This could have real legal consequences.
Absolutely. And it's not just about the legal side of things either.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, how is this impacting their reputations?
Yeah.
Especially someone like Will Smith.
Right. I mean, think about it. Will Smith, America's dad.
Right, exactly.
And now he's being linked to these parties.
It's wild how fast this whole thing blew up.
That's the thing about the internet these days. Things spread like wildfire.
True. But let's back up for a second. You mentioned some evidence, some legal documents.
Right.
What do those actually say?
So in these legal documents, you see specific instances of alleged misconduct laid out, including...
I mean, and from what I've seen, it's pretty detailed.
It is. And then you have these accounts from former employees, and it's like they all paint the same picture, alleging that...
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty damning.
And then you add the fact that these other big names were allegedly there.
Exactly. Rick Ross, DJ Khaled.
They all had these carefully crafted images.
Right, Rick Ross, the boss.
Khaled with his, positive vibes,
Exactly. So their alleged presence raises all these questions about complicity.
Right, like, were they just there? Did they know what was going on?
Were they participating? And some of the sources you gave me actually offer some clues about that.
I see what you mean.
It really adds another layer.
It does.
And I think it makes us think about the bigger picture here. Celebrity culture. This whole idea of fame and wealth and how it can sometimes create an environment where certain behaviors are tolerated, even encouraged.
It's almost like they're above the law, like they have this celebrity immunity.
And we, the public, we kind of contribute to that.
Right, because we put them on these pedestals.
We idolize them.
Yeah.
And sometimes that means overlooking flaws, turning a blind eye to things we probably shouldn't.
It's true. And I think you can really see that in some of the social media reactions we've seen.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you've got people furious, demanding accountability.
Right.
And then others who are in total denial, even defending Diddy.
It's a fascinating spectrum of reactions.
It really is. I mean, I think it says a lot about our relationship with celebrities and how we handle these kinds of scandals.
It does. So where do we go from here?
Yeah, that's the big question. What have we learned?
Well, I think it's a reminder that celebrities, despite their fame and fortune, are still human.
Right.
They make mistakes.
Sure, but are these just mistakes?
That's a question each of us has to wrestle with, I think. But it brings us back to you, the listener. Yeah. This deep dive, does it make you rethink how you see the people you admire? What are we willing to overlook? These are questions we need to ask ourselves, not just about this case, but about celebrity culture as a whole.
It's a lot to think about.
It is.